Uh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Once again here on the Friday night panel featuring yours truly, Mike Gore, and Tim Witherspoon, two-time heavyweight champ. All right, boys, let's start off the show with let's start off with you, Mike. What do you got coming up?
Oh, we got some fights coming up. We
Good.
have some fights coming up. It's gonna be good. We're gonna talk about it. It's first is got to be the Davies and Belta card. Liam Davies, you know this kid. I like this kid. Honestly, the upset-minded uh, Belta hopes to defy the odds again when he battles the unbeaten Liam Davies in this 12-round main event for the vacant European Junior featherweight title Saturday, guys. Also, in the 10-round co-feature, the big punching light heavyweight contender Anthony Yard faces Stefani Koikov in a match that could have world title implications for the London native. Davies, who is 12-0 right now with five KOs, is a former English bantamweight champion who captured the British junior featherweight strap in his last outing with a hard-fought decision over Mark Leach at the Telford International Center. He's a four-year pro who also holds a near shutout win over Nicaragua's Dixon Flores. And then his opponent, Baulta, he's 15-3 with three knockouts, a native of Romania who now trains in England, is no stranger to upsetting the apple cart. In 2020, he stunned former world champion TJ Donaghy by decision and knocked out Irish Olympian Davy Oliver Joyce in consecutive bouts following a razor-thin decision loss to Michael Conlon last April. Belter rebounded to upset Brad Foster in May for the WBC international title. And our man Yard, 22-2, 21 KOs. The WBO number one light heavyweight contender is in line for a shot at the unified champion Artur Beterbiev in early 2023, which I would love to see. He hopes to shake off that ring rust following a nearly year-long layoff. In his last outing, he knocked out Lyndon Arthur in 4 rounds, avenging a December 2020 split decision defeat. And then Koikov, who's 14-1 with 12 KOs, has won 12 straight bouts since the lone blemish on his record. So he's out there to mean business. But then in other streaming action, we got the unbeaten prospect, Ethan James, who's 9-0. He's stepping up against southpaw boxer puncher Connor Parker, who is 14-1 with 1 KO and a 10-rounder for that vacant WBO European Junior welter strap. And then we have rising light heavyweight Ezra Taylor, who's 3-0 with 2 KOs, will fight in a 6-rounder against an opponent to be named. Also in action, Irish lightweight prospect William Hayden, who's 4-0 with 1 KO, looks to improve to 5-0 in a 6-rounder versus Romanian veteran Marian Maris Istrate, who is 3-13. Then we have a 10-rounder at welterweight. Owen Cooper, 6-0 with 2 KOs, clashes with Jamie Stewart, who's 3-2. This one, you guys, let's talk about it. I'm down for this. This is going to be a great card. There's a lot of good up and comers on this card to watch. We got a lot of guys who are looking to keep that big O. There's a lot of good up and comers on this. If you're looking for good action, this card is definitely one to watch. This one is getting underway, I believe. I think this one's early, 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. So make sure you set your PVRs if you have to work, and you don't want to miss this one. Definitely don't want to miss this one. Are you excited for this one, Graham?
We've been following Liam Davies' career for quite a while now, and he's looking to make a statement for sure. I'm looking forward to seeing that fight.
Yeah, definitely.
And Anthony Yard. It's been a while since we've heard his name.
Yeah.
So this is a good card. It's a good lineup.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great lineup, man. Davies has vowed to succeed where his fellow Englishmen have failed and defeat Baluta on his home turf.
This weekend?
This is this weekend. This one gets underway tomorrow, starting 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. The two will go toe-to-toe for the vacant European Super Bantam title. So, yeah, this one's going to be great. This is a great headliner. and then you got the undercard. We got Anthony Yard. I haven't seen this guy in so long.
Right.
Can't wait to see this guy back in. Taking on Stefani Koikov. This one's pretty good, man. This card's stacking up to be pretty exciting. It's definitely one that I'm going to be watching because you know what, I watch them all. But also, Jamie Stewart is taking on Owen Cooper for that British Midlands area welter title on that same card. Plus, we got Brad Strand is on here. We got Macaulay Owen on here. There's a bunch of young, hungry, up and coming amateurs that are in this card, man. So definitely great action taking place this weekend. Starting it off Saturday. Man, Frank Warren, Queensberry Promotions, they put on great events, man. This one's taking place at the Teleford International Center. You know it, Frankie Warren, Teleford International Center. What can we want, right? Like, what more could you want? Then we're stepping it into the evening time. This one's starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can catch before the bell on DAZN's YouTube channel. That starts at 5. Before the holiday season kicks off, we got Jaime Munguia, 40-0 with 32 knockouts. Will give fans a special treat as he faces Argentina's Gonzalo El Mago Coria, who is 21-5 with 8 KOs in a 10-round middleweight fight. His last appearance for 2022 will take place in Arena Astros in a historic Guadalajara, Mexico, November 19th, and will be broadcast worldwide on DAZN and TV Azteca in Mexico, guys. So you definitely, this is a good one. Here's the thing. A lot of people are talking Munguia's wasting his career, is what they believe. At this point in his career, he should be taking big names. It's looking like the promoters are just waiting for the big names to call him out or something. It's, he's not taking on, like, why do we really want to see this fight? Only casual boxing fans have no idea about this fight, man. This is for the diehards. This is a diehard fight, but even then, it's not exciting. I'm not super excited for this. Munguia is probably going to come out and just do what he does, and add another win and another KO to his record for a guy that probably shouldn't even be standing in the ring with him. Either that,
that hurts.
It does hurt. It does hurt. But they need to be stepping this kid up, and they need to be putting him in real contention. Like they need to put this kid in front of real contenders, man. Because honestly, you look at this kid's record, man, and he's smashed out all the competition. Everybody they put in front of him, 40-0 with 32 knockouts.
Well, he got to step up.
He's got to step up. He's got to do this. But
he already stepped up, but he don't want to take a chance.
I guess you know what? It really goes to show you that those promoters are protecting their cash cow. Really, that's how I feel. I feel that they're trying to keep that big O that he has. 40-0 is pretty huge in this game, and this is unfortunate. This card though, guys, there's some great boxing on here. You're not going to want to miss it. We got RG Cortez is taking on Eric Lopez. We've got Luis Villa Padilla taking on Carlos Patrigo. This one full of these Mexican boxers, man. And we all know that they put on a show, man. We all know they put on a show. This card is stacked. There is literally, like, I believe there's 12 or 14 fights on this card for the night. So this is a long one, man. It's starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The prelims on DAZN for DAZN's YouTube channel. Then starts at 7 p.m. and it's going to go on into the night. We all know these guys. I enjoy watching the Mexicans fight, man.
I would like to really briefly say one thing too. Another thing about those 40-0, 30-0 with 20 knockouts, I think that the manager, and the promotion part of it, I think that they're the ones more scared than the boxers. The boxers probably would definitely take that chance and go out there, but they want to make the right monies and all that. So back in the day, those managers, they know whether to go ahead or pull back. They know a little bit more. But now, it seems like it's more money. I think it's more money. They want to really be careful, but they took chances more back then. Yeah, they took chances more.
Well, Munguia wants he wants Triple
Yeah,
G.
the boxers want to do it.
Yeah, he wants it. Like Munguia wants Gennady Golovkin, or he wants Jamel Charlo in 2023. In my opinion, he should have already had that fight in 2022. At least one of them.
Okay.
Right? They've put people in front of him, they've tested him, but he's not getting tested with the right kind of people, man. He needs to. He's looking. He's at that point in his career where he should be like, world title contention here, man. He should be fighting for straps.
Being respected even more.
Yeah, he should. He needs to respect. And you know what? Is it hurting him what his promoters are doing? Maybe. I believe he's been in the game now. I think 9 years as a pro. Right? Yeah.
He should have had a shade. So how long has he been? He's not champ yet?
No, not at all. He did fight for the WBO Intercontinental Middle against Demetrius Ballard. That was back February 19, 2022. But other than that, he's not no big straps here, man.
Got to take chances. Got to take chances sometime, right? Get in good shape, get the right person showing them stuff so he can have confidence. A lot of the promoters had confidence because they knew that guy. Oh, that's Slim. That's Jimmy Offer. That's that's so-and-so. Oh yeah, I think we could go for that shot. But nowadays, I guess I don't even know if they're thinking that way. Like the guys thinking that, the promoters have a relationship with the trainers, or if they know how good they are, or his team. That makes it bit. Listen, real quick. Now, I was scheduled. I was supposed to fight Tyson, or we were supposed to fight each other, and the management turned it down. Not Tyson. Tyson would have fought me. What you just said, Tim, he would have been right there.
Yeah.
I felt so good when they found that. I said, "Oh, they turned me down," but Tyson didn't. It was the management.
Right.
Management turned it down, and also with Lennox Lewis, I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
With Lennox Lewis, I said, "Oh, the management, okay." They didn't take it. Lennox would have fought me right the next day.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way it was back then. But now I feel like these young fighters, man, they're getting protected, right? And nobody wants their champion to lose against a champion. Nobody wants their undefeated fighter to lose against another undefeated fighter. But the problem is that eventually we'll just have a bunch of undefeated fighters that aren't going to fight each other. We need to have them fighting each other. See, like for Munguia to be stepping in the ring this weekend against Correa, who got knocked out in the second round by Zanabek Alimkhanuly back in 2020 for the WBO Global Middle. Why is he not fighting? You know what I mean? Like, why is he fighting a guy that's lost to somebody that he should be fighting now?
There's somebody they need to know a little bit more on the business part and so they can take the right gambles. That's my thing. There's a lot of young people, a lot of people that's not from. There's a lot of old people that passed away that was in the boxing, that was really good in the boxing in terms of business and stuff. But there is some people still around, but it seems like that's the case. They don't want to take that gamble. Right. Sometimes you got to take that gamble if you got enough money in the bank. Take the gamble, right?
Right. Take that gamble. That's the only. Without high risk, there's no reward. Right? High risk, high reward. That's the way it works, man. If we don't get it, then you gotta shoot for the stars to land on the moon.
It's okay to try it's okay to try. You got to figure it out, though. You should be able to know that, man, and for them boxers, he's 40-0, so many knockouts. He should have took a gamble before that.
He should have been in that ring against Triple G or Charlo or any one of the other top contenders right there. Like, he should have already been in the ring against these guys. In my opinion.
If he would have lost, he could have made good money on the next fight by coming back. Oh, fought a good fight. He was good. That's still there with him. All that good fight is still with him. And when they make another fight, that'll carry on to that big fight. He'll make money down the line. He took a chance. Okay, I lost. I made a little bit of good. I made good money. Let's go forward. And that's where I think the exchange, from that fight, he took the chance. He lost, but he looked good. That's what happened to me when I fought Holmes. I looked good, so then I went on. But even though I didn't make the money I was supposed to, but this is the opportunity these guys should jump after.
Honestly, if you look at this, Munguia, he's ranked number 4. Okay, just behind Eubank, behind Andrade, behind Golovkin. Carlos Adames is coming up on his heels. Derevchenko is coming up on his heels. What's his name? The Australian. Zarafa. There you go.
What is that, Graham?
Michael Zarafa is just behind him as well. Alam Kanuli behind him as well.
Okay.
Landa Laura, Felix Cash. These are all names that this kid could be in that ring against. Instead, they got him fighting against a guy who's lost to the number 8 in the world in that division, and he's fighting him like it just doesn't make sense. I believe that they're just
It's over if you lose to the guy.
That's what I'm saying. If your first loss, that goes on your record, is against the guy who literally in that division in the world is ranked 67th.
Dang.
You got the number 4 guy fighting the 67th ranked. Like, where's this? I don't get it.
It's all right to lose against a bigger guy than a lesser one. It's all right to lose against Muhammad Ali and do a good job, or Mike Tyson, or one of these big guys, and do a good job because you could benefit from. Oh, he did good. Let's watch him again.
Right.
But this guy, well, they'll come to see this guy fight if he loses it. But he's not going to lose to that guy, is he?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not. He's not. It's going to be quick. It's going to be exactly what he does every time, man. He's just going to come in there. He's going to clean house. It's going to be over fast, but the good thing is,
you're going to stop people from buying tickets now.
I'm not going to stop people from buying tickets. I'm not trying to stop anybody from buying tickets.
Okay.
I'm telling people to watch it because it's going to be great, and it'll probably be it'll probably be our knockout of the week. Hopefully. Graham, what are your thoughts on Munguia and what's going on with his career? Because sorry, can't hear you. You're muted.
I am, and now I'm not. I just remember one quick comment. I remember talking quite highly about him last year.
Yeah.
And now, I think we're just coming out of COVID. All that kind of stuff was happening. But I remember talking. We've been talking about it actually for 2 years now.
Yeah.
In terms of top 5 contender, all that kind of stuff. So it did kind of shock me when I read the news too, who he was fighting. And again, there was no real rationale or explanation as to why he was going so low, if you will.
Yeah.
What I want to do is jump a little bit forward there because Tim had mentioned the youth of today. I didn't know if you guys were aware that there's a World Youth Championships going on right now among the amateurs over in Spain in a place called La Nuncia. And there's 593 boxers from 73 different countries going at it.
Whoa.
So these
televised?
are all.
Is it televised?
I don't know if it's televised. It might be on YouTube, but Boxing USA is right up there. They're doing really well. But the point is the numbers are staggering. 593 boxers in one competition. That's
a lot.
Fighting for 25 world titles at the amateur level, though. But some great names. I'm sure that we'll be talking about next year. I'm quite certain of it.
Honestly, Georgia flyweight, Sarray, Warrior Princess Brown L, future face of women's boxing, will be competing in that tournament. Look out for that name, guys. You heard it here.
What's the name?
Her name is Sarray.
Sarray.
The Warrior Princess Brown.
Yeah, I mentioned her on the news the other day.
Yeah, definitely one to be looking out for there. Georgia flyweight. She's on a sensational run as she's preparing to compete in this upcoming Youth World Championships.
Yeah,
definitely one to be watching out for.
The other gal to watch out for who's fighting there is Jocelyn Perez out of Houston. She's going to be tackling a young lady by the name of Asu Devrashova out of Azerbaijan.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. So they brought some good talent over to Spain, and those guys are going to be having a blast in Spain on one hand.
The Warrior Princess, she's 17, 3-time national junior Olympic champion. She's captured gold medals at 2021 USA Boxing Youth National Championship, the 2020 Youth Boxing Junior National Championship, 2019 Junior Open, the 2019 National PAL, among all these titles that she owns. Like, she went to boxing at the age of 8. She's now 17. She's coming into this this tournament, and honestly, she's going to be a serious force to be reckoned with. She's going to be one to be watching for sure.
Awesome. we were talking before we got underway in the green room about Tommy Morrison, but it reminded me of the other story that's hit the headlines with respect to a fighter out of Tajikistan.
Okay.
So the story is this: it's just come to light now. He's currently training in Las Vegas. He's obviously back on his feet, but the story is he's an undefeated welterweight contender. His name is Makhruban Saganov. He's 13-0-1 with 10 knockouts. He's ranked number 9 by the WBA, and but he's nothing short of a modern superhero. The story goes he nearly lost his life when he was stabbed in the chest multiple times in an incident that took place in his hometown. Saganov was protecting another man from an intoxicated bully who was picking on an innocent bystander. So Saganov says the attack happened very fast, but I knew what was right. I needed to protect an innocent person from this crazy man. When I saw the bully picking up this helpless man, it made me sick. I can't stand bullies, and this guy was protecting desperately needed my help. People might think I'm crazy, but I'm fine with what happened. This bully was drunk and was going to do some serious damage to this guy. I almost died, but it was for a good cause.
Wow.
Can you believe that? That is amazing. Amazing story.
Wow, that's a true warrior right there.
Yeah.
I
That
almost
is,
died.
yeah.
I almost died, but it was a good cause.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that is. That is.
So look out for that guy's
Whoa.
name in the middleweight division.
Oh, he's
Uh,
fighting.
He's coming up soon. It doesn't
Oh,
say
that's cool. He recovered.
it doesn't say when he'll be fighting next. I mean, maybe Mike could look that up, but I just thought
No, Mike, no. Mike should already know.
he actually yes, Magic Mike should have that.
Dang, Mike, you know.
He's not. He has nothing scheduled as of yet.
Oh, see? Mike, no.
You got me all choked up there. That was funny. Also, I forgot to mention there is a card. I did profile a girl today. Bavo. We were talking about her. I know, Graham, you were kind of excited that
I like her a lot.
Yeah. Christy Bovington. She's defending her EBU belt against Naomi Mans, who's an undefeated German boxer, 6-0. I profiled her last November on my show, and it's nice to see that she's still undefeated, like most of my friggin' prospects that I bring to the people out there. I'm telling you, people, I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, she's on a card. It's coming up this weekend as well. It's not one of the big main cards to watch, but definitely if you have the ability to watch it, definitely tune in to see it, because if you like watching a brawler, Christy Bovington, Bavo, she's definitely the one to watch if you want to watch a brawler. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Both these girls don't back down. This event, they are the headliners. This one will be shown on the United Kingdom Fight Zone TV. It's got a bunch of young up and comers as well. Connor Butler, Adam Heapel, Connor Danby, Joe Hayden, Mason Dixon. It's actually Mason Dixon is making his debut. I've been watching this kid in the amateurs. It's nice to see him finally make that jump to the paid ranks. It's going to be great.
What a name, Mason Dixon.
Right, Mason Dixon.
Is he from England?
Yes.
That's American though, right?
Yeah, he's from Sheffield.
Oh, Sheffield.
Yep. And he's taking on Berman Sanchez, who is 30, 32, and 4. So
30, 32, and 4. That's a lot of experience, right?
That's a lot of ring experience. And Mason Dixon will be making his pro debut against him. So, it's a journeyman. We got one of them journeymen in there.
Mason Dixon is English?
Yeah, he's an English boy.
His grandfather was probably American then.
Part of the Mason Dixon line.
Mason
Dixon line. I was just about to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth, Tim.
Yeah.
What do you think about Tommy? Sorry,
Tommy Fury, Big Paul. Oh
no. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to touch on Tyson Fury back in his man, David Adelaide.
Oh, right. Yeah, I sent that around.
Yeah, you sent that around. That was great. It's nice to see. I do like that kid. I do think he's got great talent. I didn't know that he was so in depth with the Fury camp.
Yeah.
For the last 3 years, he's named on Tyson Fury's car insurance because they're always around. You know, he's
Wow.
part of the camp.
Give
They're
me- I'm
using
gonna
him. They're using him deep.
This my grand. That's Tata. That's Nathan. That's Nathan. And
Look
that's
at the one.
Roman.
Holy crap!
Roman.
It's a party over there.
Hey, I'm on TV. Okay, I miss you too. Wait till I'm finished.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm on the show. I'm a star. Get out of here. Get in your poopers. Keep doing it down. I knew they was coming, but I didn't know it was gonna burn. Y'all gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. Go ahead and play with. We're gonna have fun when I'm finished. Okay.
So,
Ta-ta.
speaking
You
of
okay?
speaking of the heavyweights, let me
Sorry
see.
about that. They
That's
rushed
okay.
me.
Here's a little bit of an interjection that may or may not spark a discussion, but several of the heavyweights have stepped up and want to take on Alexander Usyk for his titles. Philip Hrgovic said he won't step aside.
No, he's not stepping
Um,
aside.
I think
No, who
Daniel,
said that? Who said that?
Hrgovic.
Philip
Philip
Hrgovic.
Hrgovic.
Oh,
So
they're not
he-
stepping aside.
Yeah,
He's
well,
not-
he wants to be named mandatory, but he wants to be the IBF mandatory challenger. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that's been confirmed or not.
It hasn't been confirmed yet, but yeah, no, I was. reading
I
that article.
believe Daniel Dubois is put his name in the ring, so to speak. Wants to be also named a mandatory. But Usyk wants to fight Fury in the new year, so
Yeah.
we'll see what happens there.
Yes. Well, we are getting ready for Fury Chisora
Keep the noise down.
3. So, there's that warm up. There's that warm up before that. That fight definitely.
Yeah.
Hrgovic though mandatory. That won't stop Usyk and Fury. Fight. A lot of people are saying that that's not going to stop that fight from happening. So, I guess they're saying that Usyk's going to take out Hrgovic.
Well, I mean, yes.
No, say that again. No, these
They're-
young kids interrupt that. That's a shame. They rush me. You said
honestly,
something like,
honestly, I'll tell you. After watching Hrgovic in his last fight against Zheli Zhang, Usyk might have a gas tank that Hrgovic is not ready for.
right.
A couple of shots, a couple of nice heavy shots to the chin, really tired out Hrgovic. When we watched that Zheli Zhang, I know that was a huge fight, man. That went the distance. Both those guys were exhausted. But yeah, unless Hrgovic has gone back to the drawing board and got on that bicycle and start running blocks and all that kind of stuff, we'll have to see. Because I know Usyk's got a gas tank, man. He can definitely last 12 rounds, not a problem. And he's got
and
great
throw punches with it.
yeah, and he's nonstop. That's the thing. He's volume. He can throw volume, and for 12 rounds, 12 consecutive rounds, he can throw volume, and that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing. Almost like Joe Joyce, the Juggernaut. There's another guy who's got an endless gas tank, and he's one of these guys that's super avoided because of that.
Now that you said that, real quick, if he got a good gas tank, why don't he slow down and pinpoint this? Because he just keep going. He don't relax sometimes. He don't relax.
No, he tends to just stalk his prey, and then once he gets them against the ropes or something, he just unleashes as many as he can. But he can do that for 12 consecutive rounds, and at the end of those fights, he still looks like he could go another 12 rounds, which is crazy.
Okay.
The guy is that's why they call him the Juggernaut, right? The guy's a beast. He definitely can he can definitely throw. He's got heavy hands. He's super avoided.
Slow down and pick his shots. Slow down and pick it up. If he can keep going nonstop, he can slow. He could probably get. What's his knockout record?
He right now he's sporting I believe, what is he, 12 fights in his career? No.
Joe Joyce?
No, how many is he? 8? No, 14. 14 or 15 fights now.
Oh, how many knockouts?
And he's won all but one by knockout.
Aren't you guys jumping ahead a little bit here? Because Daniel Dubois is going to fight Joe Joyce, right?
Yeah.
And because both of them want a shot at either
Yeah.
Sicker Fury.
Honestly, though, that's gonna be a heavy fight, though, man. Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois, that's a big one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
That's a massive fight, right? The Juggernaut. Here's the thing: the Juggernaut. He's gonna age. A lot of people believe he's gonna age out. The guy's 37 years old, but I don't know too many heavyweights that are 37 that got a gas tank like this guy. This guy is just a beast. He's just one of those guys who is like a freak of nature. Like, look at the way he took a. You know what? Everybody was worried about him because it was like, oh, okay, well, he hasn't taken on some world contention yet. He hasn't really fought a world contender. He hasn't. Look what he did to Joseph Parker. Right? Took Joseph Parker deep into those rounds and then knocked him out in the 11th. Heavy hands. And at the end of that fight, the guy looked like he could still go another 12. So, he fights Daniel Dubois. There's definitely going to, it's going to be rough for him, man. It's definitely going to be a fight. That's going to be a battle. Because anybody that Joe Joyce jumps into the ring with is a battle. He's going to take you to parts of conditioning that you never knew you had. Right? Like, you're talking about like a monster of a man that can walk around that ring and stalk you for the entire fight. And then at the end of that, be like, all right, are we gonna fight or what? The guy barely breaks a sweat. And he's got a chin of granite. He's got a chin of granite, this kid. Yeah. Man. He took Parker's best shots. Parker's signature knockout blows. How many fights has he won with that same shot? And Joyce ate them. I think Joyce will walk through Dubois.
I want to.
Wait, we almost finished.
I want to switch channels here for a sec. Talk about Daniel Dubois because he came over to America to fight a fellow by the name of Trevor Bryan, who at the time he was holding the WBA regular title. Anyway, Dubois came over to America, knocks him out. It was a Don King promoted event, unbelievably. I think Don King is 90 years old or whatever. But the headline nowadays is Daniel Dubois is actually suing Don King over.
He got his money, I heard.
Oh, he did?
I heard he. I know he was going to go there, and I said, "Oh, I heard he got his money about 3 weeks or a month ago." Somebody said he got maybe a little bit longer than that. Yeah, he sued Don King. Go ahead.
No. I just thought it was interesting. We were talking about Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois, but I just wanted to sidebar and say, they're keeping active, they're keeping busy. I mean, Trevor Bryan, he was a good fighter, but at the end of the day, got knocked out by Daniel Dubois. But I didn't realize that Daniel Dubois didn't get paid for knocking out Trevor Bryan. He has now, as you've just said.
Yeah, he did.
But anyway, we were just talking about the heavyweights and how they're lining themselves up for these world title shots now. I mean, I think 2023 is going to be a great year for the heavyweight division and all divisions, I'm sure. But I'm really looking forward to these fights upcoming. Especially, it's going to be interesting to see Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora. I mean, Derek Chisora is certainly on an age as well, but it's a trilogy fight. They've got some animosity, I think, and I don't know.
Yeah. I still think they could fix Derek Chisora. Listen, he fights wild, right?
Yeah,
but he's got plenty of heart. And the reason why I keep emphasizing on these different skills and stuff like that, I do believe it'll be a different fight if he just changed a couple of different things and added on some things to him, because he got heart and he steps to you and fights you, But
he's just got to learn how to protect himself from that uppercut.
Derek Chisora, the uppercut. Yeah,
that uppercut,
it's hard.
It's hard. It's hard, but
you don't know when it's coming. You don't know when it's coming.
It's true. It's a nasty shot, man. It's a nasty shot. It's usually a highlight reel knockout, and every time we see that kind of stuff. But
so what he do too is practice blocking uppercuts for like a month and a half. Just like we did, we stopped. We practiced blocking Larry Holmes' jab, and who else? You just whatever their strength is, try to eliminate it or lower it down from him attacking you or whatever. But they're not doing this these days.
No, they're not.
What was Anthony Joshua problem? Defense.
You know what? I'll tell you what Anthony Joshua's problem.
A couple of things.
He was mentally defeated before he stepped. Mentally defeated before he stepped in the ring.
True. That's true.
Honestly, he was off. He was off for a long time before he fought Usyk the first time, and I think that it was a
He couldn't
surprise.
catch punches good either. He couldn't
No.
catch punches.
He was surprised. He was surprised what Usyk brought to the table. He wasn't ready for it. Mentally got broken down. You could see that in the first fight. He stopped listening to his corner after the third round, and then he gets back in this ring, and the exact same thing happened. Man, he got mentally defeated. He was defeated in his mind before he stepped into the ring for the second time. They need to give him a couple of confidence building fights. That's what they need to do.
But he's going to be doing the same art. He needs to add some more things to his art of battle, going into battle, instead of the same old thing. Your pride or your strength or your aggressiveness could be, you build it up and ready to get in the ring, but you need that look. Well, when I come on the show, I keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Those things that give you confidence is how to know how to open up those cans, open up those bottles, or, how to survive, whatever. If he had them, he would have more confidence. If he knew that right hand could get in there and back up for defense and block the shot, if he knew that, it would give him more confidence. So
he needs a couple. He needs a couple.
But the people around him not looking at that because they don't know. This is what you guys are seeing. You guys are saying that some of these boxers could do much better.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that I keep talking about it because I came from where I was around a lot of trainers that knew a lot of good stuff, and people was asking them, they was asking them to train their boxers and stuff. So I kind of feel like that's one of the reasons. Got to get somebody in there that give you confidence, a good defense, and know what the other guy got. And try to eliminate what he has. That uppercut was kind of hard, though. It's kind of hard. My trainer said, "Oh, you got to just lean in," but you're not thinking about it. It just comes right up the middle.
Yeah.
And he said, Slim said, "Tim, you know what's a dangerous punch? When you come up to the middle and you're looking at your opponent, and that punch come up like that. Yeah, he told me so. You got to be aware of that.
Oh,
but definitely. It's the confidence and a lot. Oh man, it's the skills. I'm telling you, they guys don't even get it, man. Not the trainers, but the business and the people around them.
Yeah. So
did you see what? Let's jump to another channel here. Because you guys were talking about.
I talk about that all the time. I talk about
no. You guys were talking about the Mexican fighters, and I was going to say something earlier, but you guys were going back and forth, and I want to say it now. I just was reading an article about Canelo Alvarez, who's obviously training to fight Dimitri Bivol, and I think Dimitri Bivol is going to actually beat him. But then Canelo Alvarez, in the midst of this training camp, says he wouldn't mind fighting Alexander Usyk because he likes a challenge. Is what
you serious?
Yes. I thought I'd throw that in there.
He'll get paid, but Yusuf.
Oh my God!
Don't never count nobody out though. But I think Yusuf could stop him or just beat him up real bad.
Yeah.
What you think? I mean, what you think, man? I know.
Canelo Alvarez has had a reputation, if you will. He's a good fighter. I'm not going to deny him that. But he's had a reputation of picking and choosing appropriately the kinds of fighters who he knows he can beat.
Right.
But in this case, that's why I say I think Dimitri Bivol. I think he's bitten off a bit more than he can chew. So it'll be interesting to see if he can get by Bivol. And he's talking a big talk, saying he likes a challenge, and so he wouldn't mind going up against Alexander Usyk. So that just adds to the other two names we put into the mix there earlier. Filip Hrgovic and Daniel Dubois also wanted a crack at Usyk. So it's going to, like I say, it's going to be an interesting 2023. But before we even get there, we've got a couple of great fight nights coming up, of which Mike has mentioned. Had you finished your recap there, Mike?
No, there's only three real cards, two cards to really watch. Then there was a card with Christy Bavo on it. Also another card that's in the UK to be watched. But there's not much going on this weekend. It's next weekend that we're getting underway with some good ones. Next week we've got the Parker Ryder, White and Franklin, Zapita and Progress. That's a good fight weekend there. And then we got the December December's this is where it's all happening just before the
Yeah.
end of the year, right? We got the Williamson and Kelly card, Fury, Chisora 3, Martinez and Kimona, Estrada, Chocolito, Conlon and Gurfey, Warrington and Lopez.
Yep.
Like there's some big cards coming up in December, and this is what we're all waiting for. Oh, we got the one that I'm waiting for, man. I can't wait to see Inoue again. Taking out Butler. That's gonna be a huge one, December 13th. Magomedov, December 16th, Billum Smith. We're getting right in there, man. And then that one rounds it out for the year. The Billum Smith card is the last one of the year, December 17th. That one gets underway at 2 p.m. And then, we open up 2023 for a crazy year in boxing, what I think it's going to be. I think this is the year that a lot of upsets are going to happen. A lot of belts are going to change hands. And like you said, we're going to unclog some of these divisions where these belts are being held by these guys that don't want to fight each other. But again, it's not the fighters, it's the promoters and the networks making sure that they make their major dollars. They want to stretch it, they want to squeeze every cent that they can make out of it, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. But it's screwing up boxing. I hate it.
Yeah.
Business is business.
That's right.
Speaking of business, there's a fight coming in 2023 that I'd like to see. I'd hoped it happened sooner, but Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. That's going to be a really good fight. They're talking about a springtime, maybe down in Las Vegas, I think.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely be a Las Vegas vote for sure.
Yeah, that's gonna be a
That'll
great
be a
fight.
good fight.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
So as we round out 2022, there are definitely some big fights already being lined up. Remember last week we were talking about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence and all those kinds of guys. So those guys have got to sort their stuff out too. So it's shaping up to be an absolutely fantastic upcoming 12 months.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Another year of reporting on this stuff for all you fantastic folks out there. I love it. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be doing this.
I actually have to wonder why, whether Tyson Fury was wrapping his hand around and because he's saying, hey, we know Big Baby's coming over pretty soon, and we British have got to stand by our man over here. So anyway, so it'll be interesting to see how Big Baby does. He's doing a lot of talking on various social media platforms as well. I've never seen
Baby.
Yeah, Jared
Anderson. Okay, Jared Anderson. Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, man, we got some great heavyweights coming up, man. Like look at Richard Torres. This guy is an animal. Olympic. He was in the Olympics. Comes out of that, and he has been crushing everybody they put in front of him. This guy is an absolute monster. I can't wait to see him against, a really good contender, to see what he's made of, because he's showing signs of promise. Every single time this guy gets in there, he's in it to kill you, man. He wants to just crush you. And you know what? He hits like a truck, man. We got some great heavyweights coming up. Young bunch of heavyweights, man, that are going to dominate the top of that division for years.
Yeah.
He don't hit like a Mack truck.
Oh, just watch. There's another one coming up from the States now called Mack Truck.
Whoa.
Yeah. This kid's just a beast. He's a short, stocky guy and hits like a Mack truck.
Whoa.
Yeah. There's a lot of these young up and comers, man. We got our man Fly Mike Marshall. Marshall, another up and coming heavyweight, man, out of I believe it's Massachusetts there, man. He's in Boston. So yeah, man. There's some great heavyweights coming up. You actually interviewed Mike Marshall with us the one time, Tim, if you can remember. It was like last year. I know. So many podcasts, so much time has gone by. You can't remember them all. I know.
I'm older than you, Graham Ray.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Slightly.
Right. I'm older than both y'all guys, so I gotta be like. But I'm jealous. I'm really jealous of y'all two guys knowing all that stuff. And
don't worry, Tim. I'm gonna
play catch up.
I'm gonna start sending you literature. You just gotta read it. I'll be like, here, this is what we're gonna talk about. Just read this.
Real quick, we was on the like we said, we was on we was on a podcast yesterday talking about Tommy, and I just said there's no way America would try to give Tommy something. He's a white he represent, that's what he represented, really. That's what everybody was doing. We didn't care because I love him.
He was like
America's champion.
Yeah, he was America's. He was like the people's champ.
And the people with money and stuff, why would they do something to him? They would protect him. So that's what I was saying on the podcast. I said, nah, they didn't give him AIDS. She think they shot up that it was something else.
Oh man.
He said that she think it was something else. Everybody think it was that.
You know what? Nowadays,
I don't believe America
with all the conspiracies out there nowadays. Who knows?
Yeah, but I wouldn't believe. Why would they do that to him?
I don't know why. I don't know. I liked him, and I liked him from Rocky V. Come on. I liked him from Rocky V.
He had all this evidence, though.
Oh my God!
All this evidence, this way, and the doctor said this. She had like about 15 people faces. She actually showed. She had all this evidence, and I was like, I said, I can't believe
And this is Tommy Morrison's girlfriend?
His wife.
Oh my God. Okay.
So I backed off a little bit. I said, well, I don't think that America will want to hurt Tommy. He's an American hero.
Well, if America did it to him, if the government did it to him and she starts talking about it, she'll probably disappear too.
She's been doing it for a while. She said that she got proof that he didn't have AIDS. She got proof that he didn't have it.
Oh my God.
So I'm like,
that'd be huge.
That'd be Bruce, huge. Bruce, you can get Bruce, call Bruce up, and she'll love to be on this because she had all this stuff. She had everything in place, and she showed it piece by piece. And I said, "Whoa!"
Just like an episode of Cold Case Files. They break out the box, break out the boxes of literature. I've got this paper and this doctor's form and this X-ray and this blood test and yeah. Well, yeah. Oh man, that would be very upsetting to find that out, though. I'd be kind of hurt. People, I think I'd be hurt, man, because I like Tommy Morrison. I like him.
A lot of people probably want to know if they heard that little bit. They'll probably say, "Oh, let's find out what really happened." Because everybody think he died of AIDS.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
She had proof. She kept on showing pictures, showing this, showing he passed this test, and I was looking at all the information. And I said, and really, I was like, is she still here? Was she still done walking around? But she's still going to try to prove it. She's still going to try to prove it. She said judges was involved, lawyers was involved to cover it up and all this. And she said that she had doctors with evidence saying that he didn't have AIDS.
Oh, wow.
And I just was in shock. I was like, whoa. Wow.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge. Graham, anything else you want to talk about?
I believe that young man who was put into an induced coma is now out of his coma.
Whoa, okay.
Good. What's it? Adios.
So I believe he was your knockout of the week victim last week.
Yeah. David Morrell Jr. knocked him out. Yeah, it was. So
I just want to bring the fans up to speed on his progress.
Okay, that's beautiful to hear.
That's great to hear, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's going good. I mean, for all the fans out there, we're looking forward to relaunching the Talkin Fight website, talkinfight.com. On that particular new site, you're going to see all the upcoming fights. We're going to be live streaming fights. We've got new show hosts lined up as well. We're hoping to get sponsors lined up as well to put some of our hosts on the road so they can give presentations to college students and provide inspirational speeches like Tim can do so well. And anyway, I think it's going to be a good Christmas present for all of us. I'm looking forward to that. Our tech team has worked really, really hard on putting all the nuts and bolts together and putting a really professional job to present to the public. Because we're getting a lot of great comments about the breadth of knowledge we have across all of our hosts and guests and the types of topics we speak about, not just simply who's going to win or who do you think's going to win, but we actually talk about some of the very topical issues that boxing fans really want to hear us talk about. And so the new site is going to address all those issues in one nice compact way. Excellent. And you guys should be excited for that.
I am.
If you haven't already seen the staging site, you might. Our producer might have shown it to you already.
I've seen a bit of it. Yes, I wanted to add on your Bossy Newley, who is now out of the coma. He is able to speak, walk to some degree. With his health now stable, he has been moved from intensive care to a standard hospital bed, though details are obviously light due to patient privacy. It's an enormous welcome development. He's showing enormous improvement. They expect him to have a speedy recovery, so that's good. That's good.
So Eddie Barrington pipes in here. He reminded us Tommy Fury and Jake Paul.
Oh.
I've seen that about a couple of weeks ago.
Honestly, I'm a little more interested in seeing Andrew Tate versus Jake Paul.
Well, this will be the first real boxer that Jake Paul's faced. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I know he, but I don't know if you guys seen it. There are some shorts going around on the internet that do show Andrew Tate face to face with Jake Paul ringside, saying, "You want the smoke, brother? I'll give you the smoke." And they're talking about it, so we might get to see Andrew Tate and Jake Paul, these two internet gurus, get in there and do business. Honestly, John Fury. I'd like to see Jake Paul get in that ring with John Fury.
I can't believe she's doing that.
It's true. It's true.
Did you see the way John Fury went off? He's
Yep.
like, "Put that mic down, boy. Get in this ring. I'm the bare knuckle effing king. Get in this ring, boy. Get in." You don't want to step into the ring with that old man. He will whoop your ass.
I was with him.
Oh my gosh! Wow. He's a character, man. He was so heated at Jake Paul that Jake Paul, even though he was still kind of clowning him, he was kind of scared. You could see it, man. You could see it deep down inside. He was like, "Man, if I put down this microphone, I'm gonna get my ass kicked." He's
You're talking about Tyson Fury's dad.
Yeah, man. Yo, he went crazy.
You know why he was incarcerated, right? You know why?
No. Why?
He gassed somebody's eye out.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I was with them. That's how he did his time.
Sorry,
I think it was a bare knuckle.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or so he was in the fight.
And he gouged somebody's eye out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the patriarch, Mr. Fury, is the king of the bare knuckles. He is the king of the bare knuckle travelers, bare knuckle boxing. He's the man. And you know what? Honestly, he was begging Jake Paul to get up in that ring, man. He was like, "Yo, look, I'm holding the ropes for you. Come on. Like, get in here. Get in here." That, guys, if you haven't seen that video, you got to go and check it out, man, because it's hilarious.
I seen it.
You can see the part where like Jake Paul's like, this guy will kick my ass. you can see it. Like, he's not getting up in that ring with that old man. That old man's gonna whoop him. There ain't no gloves on. And then, do you see the size of that guy's fists?
Yeah.
They look like they're wearing gloves. His knuckles are so big from punching people out, man. Oh, it's so great.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I can't wait. Though, Jake Paul, you know what? Get in the ring with Tommy Fury. Let's see it happen. Fight a real boxer. Can't wait. I can't wait to see it.
All right, lads.
I guess that's it, right? I guess it's time.
It's Friday night.
It's Friday night. It's 8:01, guys. To all the Talkin Fight fans around the world, thanks for tuning in to today's episode of the Friday Night Panel with yours truly, Mike Orr, my man Tim Witherspoon, and Grand Boys. We will see you next week, same time, same channel, new topics. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday for the scorecard with our man Cedric Ben. I believe that's 9 o'clock. And don't forget to join us at 4 to find out who wins the knockout of the week. And we'll see you next week. Peace.
Bye, guys.
There, now we're off.